Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hi. Yeah, it's Jason Pegler here, CEO and owner of Chipmunkapublishing. Yeah, I'll just turn it up a bit. It's Jason Pegler here, CEO and owner of Chipmunkapublishing. This is a hello to all our volunteers, and I just want to thank you for being such brilliant volunteers and helping me to serve so many people with mental illness over such a long time, for such an amazing amount of time, and I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that you serving people with mental illness yourself, and I know a lot of you are students and it's been part of your degree to help us in, quite often it's an 8-day work placement. Some of you are passionate about the company and you've been volunteering on and off for a long time, retired editors and things like that, and some of you have got into formatting, and some of you have done so well and been so committed that we've got you into the office, and some of you have ended up being my support worker as well. So now this is a real call to action for all the volunteers out there. We have 900 titles now, and I've been put on a mission to by somebody who's helping me with marketing campaign. A real marketing super genius wizard, self-made multimillionaire, and Jonathan J, actually his name, and he has asked me to, he's advised me to put all our books into audiobooks. That's a massive undertaking, and what I need is authors. I'm going to open it out to authors later because I think authors are quite passionate about doing it. Jonathan says, look, let's really get the volunteers into this and to do this. The great thing about it is you can do it from home. It doesn't need to cost you any money. You can do it on any kind of Mac, on your iMovie, or you can do it, if you have a PC, you can do it on Windows Movie Maker, I think it's called. You can just use free software. So, and it sounds good. Now, here's the way that we're going to do it. We're not going to edit it. We don't have, to be perfectly honest, we don't have those kinds of resources, and we want to take massive action and get it done and out as quickly as possible. So you don't need to have the voice of, or the, you don't need to have the articulation of Stephen Fry or anything like that. You don't need to have the most amazing voice in the world. The way I would advise to do it, we can select a book for you. We're going to go for the shorter books first. The poetry books are the easiest to do because we want to get as many out as we can. Because my strategy is to put them into packs of 20 and then sell them all together in a pack. So we have, say, 20 on depression, 20 on manic depression, 20 on schizophrenia. That way, it's a really great way to serve someone with a particular mental illness. They can listen to 20 different experiences at once, and it really makes them feel not socially excluded, not on their own, and it's just a great way of doing it. So now what will happen is, so please, any volunteers that are interested, please email my support worker, he'll or she'll be contacting you anyway by email, telling you about it. But I just thought I'd make it more real in a video, and I just want to thank you anyway so much for your support. And the better you are at doing this, if you're really committed to doing it, then you'll grow out of the experience. And it may be that I can take you on even eventually with the company. You know, if you're really passionate and you're really committed about it. That's what's happened to 3 or 4 people over the last 3 or 4 years. You know, usually one person a year I'm able to take on because they've really volunteered, you know, really well for a year or something. So, and it's a great experience as well. I think it's just a great way to give back. It's a good way to increase your own confidence, your own self-esteem, because if you're capable of articulating a book in a certain way, then it can help you when it comes to one of the biggest fears there is, public speaking, articulating yourself, getting your thoughts across. Sometimes how you speak can be very influential in job interviews and personal communication, contact, social life. Look at me, I'm speaking and I've got this Gloucester accent which is still embedded within me, even though I lived in Manchester for 5 years and I've been in London for more than a decade now. So what I'd really like you to do is just go for it, and the way to do it is have the text in front of you, okay, and just read it out and have the confidence that you're going to finish it. Please avoid any background noise. Please, you know, be on your own when you're reading it. If the doorbell did ring, just pause it and then carry on. If you make a mistake, just carry on straight away. Correct the word maybe that you made a mistake and carry on. If you feel a little bit flustered, just stop for a minute, have a break, have a herbal tea, do some diaphragmatic breathing, you know, breathe in for 5 seconds, hold your breath for 5 seconds and then breathe out for 5 seconds. I really want to push the audiobooks as much as possible. So if you can take ownership of it, if you can do one, the time frame really is we'd like one done in 2 weeks, and then if you can let us know once a week how far you've got, you know, what page you've got onto. Start with the short books first and it'll give you more confidence, and you'd be amazed. You could do one in an hour like a poetry book, and have fun with it, you know, have fun with it. Maybe just practice for 5 minutes first, and then just go for it. And the authors will be really grateful, because, you know, sometimes they may not be in the best place in the world, or they may not be that confident with a computer or speaking, but I'm sure that they'll really appreciate it, and I know I will, and it will help us to serve more people with mental illness. And so this is the first of the volunteer hello videos. I think it's an idea that just came to me about very recently. So I just thought it would, you know, I really want to thank you for volunteering and say please come and help me get these audiobooks out there so I can serve people with mental illness. And what we really want to do is, of course, we want to grow as the mental health publisher, but we want to be in a position where the 1 million people who commit suicide every year, that we can be in a position to make that as low as possible. 0 is my ideal, but if we can contribute to getting that down to, you know, not the 100,000s, but the tens of thousands and even 10,000 in 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 years, whatever it is, then it's something nice to do. And you will be credited for reading the audiobook. So the best way to do that is when you read the name of the book and the author, just say your name, and say what year you were born in as well. Don't say how old you are, because it's a timeless piece. So if you say you're 25 and then someone's listened to it in 10 years time, you'll be 35 then. So just say I was born in If you want to say 1 or 2 sentences, I think that is appropriate, and then let people go into the book. Any more than that is probably enough. But if you can just say, you know, where you're from, you know, what year you were born, what your passions are. I think that's a great way, and the author can hear it, and then the listeners as well. And if you have any questions, you can email my support worker. But the software is there for you. It's on the Mac and it's on the PCs. It's already there. You don't need to buy anything. If you felt really particular about it, you may want to buy like a microphone on Amazon for like £10 or £15. But please don't feel that you have to, because computers are such good quality these days. And remember, you're just recording your voice. So it may be that in a year's time I'll ask you to do it on video. Why not? I mean, everything is just on video these days. The whole world is streaming right in front of us. And I've been giving references to volunteers for over a decade now, and I really appreciate it. And I'll give references on an ongoing basis, and I do it even now for people who volunteered for me 5, 6, 7 years ago. I'm still giving references, and I'm happy to do it. I'm really happy to do it, because I know without the volunteers it would be a lot more difficult to get the message across to giving people with mental illness a voice around the world. And for that, I'm truly grateful. And so this is goodbye from Jason Pegler. Thank you very much for volunteering, and please get these audiobooks out. And of course, if you know anyone who has mental illness and they're thinking of writing, please put them in touch with us. Let them know let people know about us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Foursquare, whatever you're using. Brilliant. Thank you so much for listening to me. Okay, take care.